Hey everyone, welcome to our Brookhaven Game Pass rankings. We've done a few videos in the past discussing the Game Passes, and in our last video, I went over the pros and cons of each pass. But a couple of new passes have been added to the game since then, so it's time for an updated version. Only this time, we will be using a very specific rating system to help you decide which passes are the best bang for your Robux. Our rating system is pretty simple. Each pass will be rated on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being lowest, 5 being highest, in 3 different categories: cost, user approval, and buildability. For cost, game passes costing under $1 get 5 points, $1 to $3.99 get 4 points, $4 to $6.99 get 3, $7 to $9.99 get 2, and anything over $10 gets just 1 point. User approval is based on a series of polls we did recently. The percentage of users who own and love the pass is converted into a decimal between 0 and 5. And buildability is a rating based on the odds of the pass adding more content in the future. As you know, all current Brookhaven Game Passes are permanent, which means if you own a pass, you automatically get all future content added to the pass at no additional cost. So the higher we think the chance of a pass getting more content is, the higher its rating will be. Then we're just going to average the score of all 3 categories, and that will be our official rating for the Game Pass. Then at the end of this video, we'll do a final ranking from best to worst of them all. So let's get started. First up is Premium. With Premium, you'll get extra houses, access to house pools, premium vehicles, vehicle fire, smoke, and wheel loss, vehicle color change and speed up to 70 miles per hour, plus some additional clothes and accessories. I mean, you're not having a cat shark shoulder pet if you're not Premium. And with Premium, you can fly the helicopter located on top of the police station. It's definitely worth noting, Premium includes the Vehicle Upgrade Pass, which is the ability to color change your vehicles and go 70. So if you get Premium, do not get the Vehicle Upgrade Pass. Now let's see Premium's ratings. It costs 275 Robux, which converts to $3.30. That puts it right in the 4-point range for cost. In our poll, 79% said they own and love this pass, giving it an approval rating of 3.95. As for buildability, Premium has consistently added plenty of exclusive Premium content over the years. However, many users have said they would prefer more perks at Premium level. And it's worth noting, with the addition of the new VIP pass, which we'll talk about later, there's concern that Premium will get even less attention now. True or false, only time will tell. So based on all of those considerations, we're giving it a 4 for potential of content being added to the Premium pass. And that gives Premium an average of 3.98, which will round up to a 4. Next, let's chat about Land Unlocked. This pass gives you access to 6 exclusive plots of land: Lakeside, Hidden Valley, Lake House, Eagle View, Gold Ranch, and Paradise Island. At 500 Robux, aka $6, it gets a cost score of 3. According to our poll, users overall seem pretty pleased with it. 65% own it and love it, giving it a 3.25 user rating. And for buildability, this pass, which started with just 3 exclusive lots, just added 3 more last year, doubling the content of the pass. And Brookhaven's a big place, so there's always a chance for more in the future. So we're scoring it a 3.5 for buildability, giving Land Unlocked a score of 3.3. Moving on to Vehicle Pack, where you unlock 21 special vehicles. It's one of the priciest passes at 799 Robux, which is $9.59, giving it a 2 in the cost category. But 55% of people polled feel it is well worth the cost, giving it a 2.75 user approval rating. Regarding buildability, cars have been added to the pass in its lifetime. However, with the addition of a separate pass for boats and now the VIP pass, there's a chance content for this pass won't be as high of a priority moving forward. So we're giving it a solid 3, bringing Vehicles Unlocked score to 2.6. Next up, let's tackle Theme Pack. This is one of the more controversial passes in the game. Now there are some free themes, but Theme Pack gives you some additional pretty cool themes for roleplay fun. For cost, you'll pay 750 Robux or 9 real dollars, putting it in the 2-point category. As for user ratings, only 30% own it and love it. 41% own it, but don't really use it, which brings us to the main complaint about this pass. And that's that the theme only shows up for you on your screen. For me as a content creator, this is no problem at all. I've even used it to our advantage for a few fun videos. I really like the pass, but it's an issue for more of the casual social players. So that's really important to know before you buy it. The theme is only going to show up for you. No one else in the server is going to see the theme you choose. And that's a big factor, giving Theme Pack a 1.5 user rating. Regarding buildability, the description says more will be added, and I think maybe 1 or 2 have been, but it was quite a while ago, and I'm sure the low popularity of the pass makes it very low priority for updating, sadly. I would like more themes, but realistically, I don't know if I feel optimistic about it expanding, so Theme Pack gets a 2 for buildability, and that gives it an overall average of 1.8. Now let's shift our focus to Estates Unlocked. This pass gives you access to North, South, and Island Estate and all the houses and roleplay sets that come with them. Currently there are 8, including 4 mansions, a prison, a hotel, a military base, and the White House. It's 799 Robux or $9.59 in real bucks, earning it a 2-point cost score. It is a very popular pass, with 64% owning and loving it, giving it an approval rating score of 3.2. Looking at buildability, content has been added pretty consistently in its lifetime, including multiple very cool roleplay sets. But again, I'm not sure how the new VIP pass will affect the future of the estates, so I have to say it gets a 4 for buildability, bringing its average score to 3.1. Moving on to Speed Unlocked. It's the pass that lets you go 200 miles per hour on all larger vehicles and boats, and also offers a variety of turbo stages. It's 199 Robux, which is $2.38, earning it 4 points in the cost category. In our poll, 72% own and love this pass, earning it an approval rating of 3.6. Talking buildability, though, is tricky. They did add turbo to it since its inception, and it works on boats as well. So there is a little history of adding to the pass, but what else could they add? Is there anything? It's hard to say, so we'll give it a 2.5 for buildability, bringing its average score to 3.4. While on the subject of vehicles, let's hit the boat pack. Just added in December of 2023. It gives you 11 additional watercraft to be used in the ocean that now surrounds Brookhaven. Boat pack is 299 Robux, which converts to $3.58, giving it 4 points for cost. According to our poll, 43% own and love the pass, which translates to a score of 2.15. I think there's definite potential for more to be added. We've had yachts added and pirate ships added so far, And every time they add any free boats, they're adding boat pack versions as well, which is very equitable, giving me high hopes for more. But it is a young pass, so maybe it's too soon to tell. But we're going to give it a 4 for buildability. Add surfboards. And that brings the average score to 3.4 for the boat pack. Back on dry land, it's Penthouse Pass. This pass, you get access to the top floor of the apartments and a few exclusive apartments, plus cool rooftop access for the apartment roleplay sets. Penthouse is 150 Robux, just $1.80, honestly a phenomenal value, giving it 4 points for cost. In our poll, 50% of people say they own and love this pass, giving it a 2.85 user rating. In my opinion, buildability seems promising. There's been a lot added to it over its lifetime, including 2 roleplay sets, and the apartments are a great place for roleplay sets, so maybe we'll get a couple more. Judging from the pass's history, chances are above average, so we'll give it a 3.5. And the overall average score for Penthouse is 3.5. Now let's look at the Disaster Pass. This is the pass that lets you have disasters in your house or apartment. If you have this pass, you can spawn aliens, bugs, invasion, fire, flood, gas leak, ghost, lightning, blackout, earthquake, solar flare, wind, or zombies. You can go one disaster at a time, or you can get real chaotic like me and do them all at once. Your pass, your choice. You can do a lot of really creative things roleplay-wise with this pass. Disaster Pass is 500 Robux or $6, giving it a 3 for its cost rating. User ratings are interesting for this one. 33% have it and love it. And 22% own it but don't really use it. So it looks like a lot of people bought it probably when it first came out, but maybe lost interest in it over time. So it gets a 1.65 user rating. Now, buildability. I don't know if new content in the past would renew interest in it, but it's probably unlikely to happen anyway. The pass is 2 years old with no added content in its lifetime, so it's going to get a 1 for buildability prospects. That gives it an average score of 1.9. And by the way, since fire is one of the included disasters, do not buy the on-demand fire pass if you get the disaster pass. Or on the flip side, if you're not looking to spend 500 Robux for the disaster pass, but you do want some destruction, maybe on-demand fire would be an alternative at 1/10 of the cost. Now let's talk about another controversial pass, Music Unlocked. This pass lets you play music in your home or vehicle. It's 199 Robux or $2.38, earning it 4 points for cost. Looking at our poll, 48% of people own and love this pass. That's going to give it a 2.4 user rating. Talking buildability, I don't have this pass, so I have no personal experience with it. But the word on the streets of Brookhaven is that a couple years ago, the pass changed. And from what I understand, they haven't added new content in quite some time. So I'm going to give it a 2 for buildability. That gives Music Unlocked an average score of 2.8. Now let's take a look at Faces Unlocked. This pass gives you access to a ton of faces in the avatar editor. Really good if you like to roleplay as different characters. It's 120 Robux, which works out to $1.44, putting it at 4 points for cost. In our poll, only 16% of users polled have and love the pass. 44% aren't interested in it at all, which gives it a user rating of 0.8. Since I make a lot of different characters for videos, I personally love this pass. I use it a lot. I think you get so much for the money, but I do understand why people might not be so into it. 1, we now have access to a lot of marketplace items to customize characters, and 2, a lot of people just use their Roblox avatar in the game and don't create a variety of characters. So this one really does depend on if you're going to use it or not. As for buildability, I know faces were added at least one time, but it's not a regular thing, and I think it's been a while. So we're going to give it a 2, which brings faces average score to 2.3. Now let's talk about Horses Unlocked. This pass gives you the ability to customize your horse with different textures and colors, and you can make your horse go up to 50 miles per hour, which is faster than the fastest horse ever. That's pretty impressive. Horses Unlocked costs 60 Robux or 72 cents, which makes it 5 points in our cost category. Only 9% of users own it and love it. Most people own it but don't really use it, so it gets a 0.45 for a user rating. Talking buildability, the pass has had a couple of small updates in the past, so we'll give it a 2 for buildability, bringing Horses Unlocked final score to 2.5. Finally, let's close things out with VIP. This pass offers the VIP chat tag, no wait time for houses, access to all holiday vehicles and future ones, slightly shorter wait spawning vehicles, public servers spawn 2 cars or 2 boats at a time, access to VIP props, 3 rainbow effects for roleplay name, prop numbers raised, 5 per house and 5 per map, VIP job symbol, and access to over 60 avatar effects in the avatar editor. All of this can be yours for 999 Robux or $11.99, making it the most expensive pass in the game and earning it 1 point in our cost category. And you can see in our poll, that is really the biggest complaint people have about the pass so far. With 20% owning and loving it so far, it gets a 1 for user approval. Though I suspect over time that will go up significantly because I expect a lot of buildability here. I absolutely think we'll see tons of excellent VIP content in future updates. So much so that I'm going to give it a 5 for buildability. I have faith that VIP content will be a high priority moving forward, and there will be lots of incentive for players to get it and make the price tag worth it. But so far, VIP's average is 2.3. Now that we've rated all the game passes, these are the current rankings based on cost, chances of future content, and the experienced opinions of players like you. Passes in the green zone are universally accepted to be worth it, scoring well in all categories, making them a pretty solid investment. Yellow zone passes earn mixed reviews, mostly because they seem to be more user specific. And red zone passes seem to be underwhelming and might require a little more consideration and research before spending your hard-earned Robux. Buy at your own risk. If you're still undecided, you can check out our previous Game Pass video for more info. And by the way, if you can't afford any Game Passes, it's all good. Just get creative with all the free stuff in Brookhaven, and you can make just about anything happen. Thanks for watching.